Hi friends, welcome. Today we see A Glory Has Departed, written by Jawarlal Nehru. The author Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, was a great visionary, prolific writer, and powerful orator. Born in Allahabad, he was educated at Harrow and Cambridge. On his return to India, he joined the struggle of Indian independence, aristocratic by the birth of and autocratic by the temperament. Nehru was nevertheless benevolent by nature. He became a worthy disciple of Mahatma, who called Nehru the jewel of India. The most important of his books are an autobiography, a glimpses of world history, and the discovery of India. Nehru's purpose style is to direct and simple, at the same time as he has a poetic mind. He loves to bring in emotion, rhetoric, and images. According to John Gunther, hardly 12 men in the modern world wrote English in elegantly as Nehru. Outline of the lesson. Introduction. Nehru's confession. Gandiji above all price. Gandiji, the man of divine fire. The best image of Gandiji. The best way to serve Gandiji's cause. And conclusion. Gist of the lesson. Nehru considers it is a shame to him as a Hindu because the Hindu raised his arm against Gandhi. The greatest Hindu of the age, it is a shame to him as an Indian because an Indian shot dead the Mahatma, the greatest Indian of the day. Gandhiji is above all price. No words of praise are needed because he has the greatest prize in the life that any living man in history. No monument is required for him. He has become enshrined in millions and millions of words. They are not worthy to praise him because they could not follow his teachings. Gandhiji has passed away, a glory has departed. By his death, Gandhi has served the great cause throughout his life. He would not like the people to mourn for him. The best way of doing homage into him is to dedicate themselves to the great task undertaken by him. They have to work, labor, and sacrifice, and thus prove worthy followers of Gandhi. The only way to serve his chosen cause is to root out of the evil of hatred and violence. Beginning of the summary. A Glory Has Departed is a talk delivered by Nehru on the occasion of the assassination of Gandhi. It glows with devotion to the departed leader and righteous indignation against the evil forces still at work in India. Nehru's confession. Nehru confesses that as an individual and head of the government of India, he has failed to protect Gandhiji. It is a shame to him as a Hindu because a Hindu raised his arm against the greatest Hindu of the age. It is a shame to him as an Indian because an Indian shot dead the greatest Indian of the day. They are unworthy of being called Gandhiji's children because a handed of a child of his struck him down. Gandhiji above all price. Gandhiji is above all price. No words to praise are needed because he has the greatest prize in the life than any living man in history. No monument either in bronze or marble is required for him because Gandhiji has become enshrined in millions and millions of words and will live for ages to come. They are not worthy to praise him because they could not follow his teachings. It is an injustice to praise him in words. Gandhiji, the man of divine fire. Gandhiji was not of the common clay. A glory has departed Gandhiji. The sun warmed and brightened the lives of the Indians. Now the sun has set. There will not be darkness because Gandhiji has been a man with divine fire. By following his path, people will be able to illuminate the land which is spark taken out of that divine fire. The best homage to Gandhiji. Gandhiji was great in life. He has become great in his death. By his death, he has served a great cause throughout his life. It is human to mourn for him, but he would not like to people mourn him. He never shed tears when he lost his wife. The best homage to him is to dedicate themselves to the great task undertaken by him. So they have to work, labor and sacrifice, and thus prove the worthy followers of this. The best way to serve Gandhiji cause. Gandhiji's assassination is not merely the isolated act of a madman. It is the outcome of an atmosphere of violence and hatred prevalent in the country. The only way to serve the cause put before him is to face the light and this atmosphere and root out of the evil of hatred and violence. People should think of Gandhiji in terms of works, labor and sacrifice, in terms of fighting evil, in the terms of holding the truth. Conclusion. There is a feeling that the people have been left desolate, but there is a feeling of proud thankfulness and that they have been associated with the mighty person in these generations. Model paragraph. We are certainly not worthy of being his followers, and we are not worthy of even saying words of praise for this great soul who has departed. Explain. Gandhiji stood and strove for a secular decency, a religious ceremony, and communal amity. He was against violence and bloodshed, communal hatred, and religious animosity. The partition of India witnessed the atmosphere of violence, bloodshed, and hatred. It culminated in the assassination of Gandhiji was against violence, but they failed to take effective steps to root out evil, the hatred and violence. To be worthy out of being his followers, they should think of Gandhiji in terms of work, labor and sacrifice, in terms of fighting the evil of hatred and violence and sticking to truth. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and share, subscribe.